The Tower card in Tarot is a harbinger of change. It is a card that often brings with it a sense of foreboding, as it signals the arrival of significant shifts in our lives. It is a card of upheaval and disruption. When the Tower appears, it suggests that the foundations we have built our lives upon are no longer stable. It signifies a sudden and often unexpected event that shakes us to our core. This could be a dramatic revelation, a sudden loss, or an unforeseen challenge that forces us to re-evaluate our path. This change can be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. It compels us to confront the truths we may have been avoiding and to face the reality of our situation. It can feel like our world is falling apart. The Tower's energy is intense and can leave us feeling vulnerable and exposed. But amidst the chaos, the Tower also offers the opportunity for liberation and transformation. It clears away the old and outdated, making room for new growth and possibilities. The Tower is the 16th card in the Major Arcana. Each card in the Major Arcana represents a significant life lesson or archetype that we encounter on our journey. The Major Arcana represents the major life lessons and archetypes that we encounter on our journey. The Tower, in particular, teaches us about the necessity of change and the impermanence of our circumstances. The Tower is a card of awakening. It forces us to confront our illusions and see the world with fresh eyes. This newfound clarity can be both jarring and enlightening, pushing us to grow in ways we never imagined. It is a card of destruction and creation. The Tower tears down the old to make way for the new, reminding us that destruction is often a necessary precursor to creation. This process, though painful, is essential for our growth and evolution. The Tower card can be a difficult card to receive in a reading. Its presence often indicates that we are on the brink of a significant transformation. It can be tempting to resist the change that it represents. However, resistance often leads to more turmoil and struggle. The Tower reminds us that change is inevitable. Just as the seasons change, so too must we adapt and evolve. It is through embracing change that we grow and evolve. The Tower teaches us to let go of our fears and to trust in the process of transformation. The Tower is also a powerful card of transformation. It challenges us to rebuild our lives on a stronger, more authentic foundation. It offers us the opportunity to rebuild our lives on a stronger foundation. In the end, the Tower's lesson is one of resilience and renewal, showing us that from the ashes of destruction, new life can emerge. The imagery of the Tower card is stark and powerful. A tall tower, often perched precariously on a mountaintop, is struck by a bolt of lightning from the heavens. This dramatic scene is filled with symbolism and meaning. The Tower represents the structures we build in our lives, our beliefs, our relationships, our careers. These are the foundations upon which we stand, the edifices we construct to give our lives meaning and stability. The lightning bolt represents a sudden, powerful force that disrupts these structures. It is a force that is beyond our control, a reminder of the unpredictable nature of life. The people falling from the Tower represent the fear and chaos that can accompany sudden change. They are symbolic of the turmoil and upheaval that can occur when our foundations are shaken. We may feel like we are losing everything we hold dear. The crown falling from the top of the Tower represents the ego's fall from grace, a humbling experience that strips away our illusions of control. The Tower reminds us that we are not in control. It is a humbling experience that forces us to confront the reality of our situation and the limitations of our power. The Tower card upright often signifies major life changes. These changes can be positive or negative, but they are always transformative. They force us to re-evaluate our lives and make changes that we may have been resisting. Some common interpretations of the Tower card upright include sudden upheaval, unexpected change, chaos and disruption, liberation from limiting beliefs, and spiritual awakening. These interpretations highlight the dual nature of the Tower card. It can be both a destructive and a liberating force. The Tower card challenges us to let go of our attachments and embrace the unknown. It is a call to surrender to the forces of change and trust that, in the end, we will emerge stronger and wiser. The Tower card is a powerful reminder that change is an inevitable part of life. It encourages us to face our fears and embrace the opportunities that come with change. When the Tower card appears in a reading, it is a sign that we are on the brink of a major transformation. It is a call to let go of the old and make way for the new. These changes can be challenging, but they are also an opportunity for growth and renewal. The Tower card reminds us that even in the midst of chaos, there is always the potential for a new beginning. Embrace the energy of the Tower card and allow it to guide you through the process of transformation. Trust that in the end, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The Tower card is a powerful symbol of change and transformation. It reminds us that, even in uncertainty, there is always room for growth and renewal. Embrace the energy of the Tower card and allow it to guide you through the process of transformation. When the Tower card appears reversed in a reading, its energy is somewhat subdued, but not entirely diminished. This card, even in its reverse state, still carries a powerful message about transformation and upheaval. It suggests that the forces of change are at play, but their impact may be less dramatic or more internalized. Instead of external chaos, the reverse tower often points to inner turmoil and personal growth that is happening beneath the surface. There's a sense of the calm before the storm, or perhaps the rumbling aftershocks of a recent upheaval. This card can indicate that while the worst may be over, the individual is still dealing with the consequences of past events. This reversal can indicate a resistance to change, a clinging to outdated structures and beliefs. The person may be holding on to what is familiar, even if it no longer serves them, out of fear of the unknown. The individual may be aware of the need for transformation, but is afraid to let go of the familiar. They stand at a crossroads, knowing that a new path must be taken, but hesitating to take the first step. This fear can manifest as denial, procrastination, or self-sabotage. The person might find themselves stuck in a loop, unable to move forward because they are not ready to face the necessary changes. The Tower reversed can also represent the aftermath of a major life change. The dust has settled, but the work of rebuilding and healing is just beginning. The individual may still be reeling from the experience and struggling to rebuild their life. They are in the process of picking up the pieces and trying to make sense of what has happened. There may be feelings of shock, confusion, and disorientation. The person might feel lost and unsure of how to proceed, grappling with the emotional and psychological fallout. However, the reverse tower also holds a message of hope. It reminds us that even in the midst of chaos and destruction, there is the potential for new beginnings and growth. It suggests that even though the process of change can be painful, it is ultimately for our highest good. The challenges we face can lead to profound personal transformation and a deeper understanding of ourselves. The Tower is associated with the number 16 in numerology. This number carries the energy of spiritual awakening and introspection. It is a number that encourages us to seek wisdom and understanding beyond the material world. The number 16 can be seen as a symbol of the ego's destruction. The number 1 represents the self, while the number 6 represents material possessions and earthly concerns. When these two numbers are combined, they represent the potential for the ego to become attached to the material world. The destruction of the Tower can be seen as a necessary step in breaking free from this attachment. The Tower's reduction to the number 7 further emphasizes its spiritual significance. 7 is the number of introspection, intuition, and seeking deeper meaning. It suggests that the chaos of the Tower ultimately leads to a period of soul-searching and inner growth. In the Kabbalah, the Tower is associated with the path of Pei on the Tree of Life. This path connects the Sephirot of Geburah, which stands for strength, and Hod, which represents splendor. Geburah embodies the forces of destruction and discipline, while Hod signifies the forces of intellect and communication. The path of Pei is linked to the planet Mars, the ruler of war and aggression. Mars is a planet of action and energy, and its influence on the Tower is evident in the card's sudden and explosive energy. The Tower's connection to Mars highlights the card's association with the destruction of the ego. Mars is a powerful force that can be destructive if left unchecked. However, when harnessed constructively, Mars can be a source of great strength and courage. The Tower reminds us that sometimes we need to tear down the old to make way for the new. The Tower's astrological associations are primarily with Mars, the planet of action, energy, and sometimes aggression, and Uranus, the planet of sudden change, disruption, and revolution. Mars's influence is clear in the Tower's depiction of sudden upheaval and forceful change. It's the energy that propels us to break free from confining structures and embrace new beginnings, even if those beginnings are born from chaos. Uranus, on the other hand, speaks to the unexpected nature of the Tower's events. It's the lightning bolt that strikes without warning, the sudden shift in reality that leaves us reeling. Uranus challenges the status quo and pushes us beyond our comfort zones. Together, Mars and Uranus in the Tower represent a potent combination of action and disruption, reminding us that life is in constant flux, and that true growth often arises from embracing the unexpected. Section 7. The Tower's Prognosis Health Readings. In a health reading, the Tower card can be a cause for concern, but it's not always a harbinger of doom. It often signifies a sudden health crisis, a wake-up call from the body demanding attention. This could manifest as a sudden illness, injury, or the need for unexpected surgery. However, it's important to remember that the Tower is ultimately about transformation. Therefore, it can also represent breakthroughs in recovery, the shedding of unhealthy habits, or a radical shift towards a healthier lifestyle. It encourages us to examine the foundations of our physical well-being and make necessary changes, even if those changes are initially disruptive. The Tower reminds us that our bodies are constantly evolving, and that healing often requires a period of upheaval and rebuilding. Section 8. Love in the Rubble. The Tower in relationships. When the Tower appears in a love reading, it often signifies a period of upheaval and transformation within a relationship. This can manifest as a sudden breakup, a dramatic fight that reveals underlying issues, or the discovery of infidelity. The Tower's presence suggests that the relationship's foundations are being shaken, forcing a reassessment of its validity. However, the Tower's message isn't always negative. It can also indicate a passionate, transformative relationship that challenges both partners to grow and evolve. It can represent a necessary break from unhealthy patterns, leading to a stronger and more authentic connection. The Tower in love readings encourages honesty, open communication, and a willingness to face difficult truths. It reminds us that sometimes, love requires a period of deconstruction before it can be rebuilt on a stronger foundation. Section 9. Career Upheaval. The Tower's Influence on Work. In career readings, the Tower often signifies a period of significant change and upheaval in the professional realm. This could manifest as a sudden job loss, a company restructuring, or an unexpected career shift. It's a time when old structures crumble, and new opportunities, often unforeseen, emerge from the rubble. The Tower's presence in a career reading encourages adaptability, resilience, and a willingness to embrace new possibilities. It challenges us to reassess our career path, our skills, and our long-term goals. While the initial experience may be unsettling, the Tower ultimately guides us towards a more authentic and fulfilling professional life. It reminds us that change is inevitable in the workplace, and that by embracing the unexpected, we can create opportunities for growth and success. The Tower encourages us to view these upheavals not as setbacks, but as catalysts for positive transformation in our careers. Section 10. Embracing the Rubble. The Tower's Ultimate Lesson. The Tower Tarot card, though daunting, is not a card to be feared. It is a card of awakening, of truth, and of ultimate liberation. It reminds us that life is a constant cycle of creation and destruction, and that sometimes we must surrender to the forces of change in order to truly grow. The Tower's message is one of resilience, of finding strength amidst chaos, and of embracing the unknown with courage and an open heart. It teaches us that our greatest challenges often lead to our most profound transformations. By understanding the Tower's message, we can navigate life's inevitable upheavals with greater awareness, acceptance, and even a sense of anticipation for the new beginnings that await us on the other side of destruction.